Hello, it's day 2 of my learning of Armenian from scratch. Yeah, yesterday I've managed to get a sizable list of words that I deciphered by looking at the Lord's Prayer and at the first half of John chapter 1. Um, yeah, I suppose uh, some patterns are start to emerge. First of all, I'm very happy that I now know the words for asking, speaking, saying. So there are, again, like in English, there are two words. Hosum is to speak. I think it's something about the voice. Might even be a cognate with the voice. Who knows? Hosum. In Slavic, it's gloss. In Polish, it's głos. So maybe who knows? Um, Asum is to say, and I think I'm also very happy that I think I figured out the how it works with the negation. So we have I am not, you are not. So chem, du ches, na cher, and then we are not is enk chenk, and you are not duk chek. I don't still know how they are not, but yeah, we'll see. We will see. But yeah, that's something that starts making sense. Yeah, I've also slightly updated my version, my transliterator, so that if I know, I've put in a few more rules. So if there is a space between, so the word here for u, the word begins with a space, so it begins with an u, then I translate it as a u. Otherwise, it would have translated it as a vo or something like that. It had problem with translation, and I've updated also somewhere here. Yes, if this letter appears at the beginning of the word, then it's a vo. Otherwise, it's just o. I think I might just change it to a typical O. I'm going to get rid of then that O with a yeah, with a kind of haczek at the beginning above it. So yeah, so that's how it's now working. Yeah, there is a vor. I think that just makes a bit more sense with how it's pronounced. Right, I think today what is left is going again through John chapter 1. Let me just pull it up here. John chapter 1. Let's have a look. Ooh, one thing I wanted actually to check before we go into that. I hypothesized something about Earth and heaven. So heaven was quite easy. Who art in heaven? Yeah, Yerkenkum or something like that. Something about Yerkenk. Earth was Yerkri, Yerkri, and there is a very easy way of checking that. We can just go to the very first verse of the Bible. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So I suppose maybe even just the whole chapter could be useful in learning basic words like sun, moon, sky, everything, right? So let's copy this to my transliterator again. Let's go through this. Morning, evening, all of this is in chapter 1, so, yeah. Okay. Alright, so we have, oh, we don't have audio for that. Let's just stick to the text then. And I'm already hearing, again, we have Astvat, which is God. Startsets, I'm going to assume that this is created. Yerkink, Yerkir. Yeah, okay, I was correct. Yerkir. Maybe it's Yerkir. Yerkir. Okay, I might have made a mistake in spelling. Who knows? Unless on Earth gets inflected, but that sounds like. So heaven and Earth. Yerkink. Yerkink, and then there is that N, which yeah, that N is probably something about grammar again, and then interesting, so that's some kind of a and Earth, right? And the Earth. Then we have Yerkira, Anervuyut, Ru, and Patrast. Now the earth was without shape and empty and darkness. Okay, Chavar. Chavar is darkness, right? Yesterday we reconstructed Chavar as darkness, so that matches. Tirum is over the watery water. Where was water? Shirjum, maybe? No, Jireri. I remember that was something about. Alright, water was when he was saying that he baptizes with water. Something about it was, yeah. Jireri. Okay. Jireri. Vra. Again, I don't know what that vra is. Vra. Jev ascu hogin shirjum jireri vra. Upon the waters? Hovering. The Spirit of God was moving over the surface of the water. Something like maybe on. Jev astvats asat. Okay, so we have, he said, is asat. So God said. is Astvat Asat. Okay. Nasuchogin Zerjum Jireri Vra. Astvat Asat. Tor Luis Lini. Oh, okay. Let it be. Okay. That now we have connection with the Lord's Prayer. This is excellent. I think we should always start. This is excellent. First do Lord's Prayer, then John chapter 1, then Genesis 1. Just so much common vocabulary. Tor Luis Lini. I remember in that was something that we could not figure out yet. What was the Tor and Lini? One of which was, I think I had a guess. Maybe it's B to B. Yeah. So there was something Tor Lini. Maybe. Let there be. Let it come. Yeah. Tor Lini. I think Tor means yeah, because there was also Your Kingdom Come. It was Tor Ga instead of Tor Lini. So Tor Lini. Tor. I think now I'm more confident. Tor. Yeah, it's kind of let or may. Let or may Your Kingdom come. And then Luis, that's light, right? We already had that in John chapter 1. And then Lini is B. Well, something connected here to the I don't know, is that subjunctive mood? Yeah, well, anyways. Yev Luis Yerav. Okay, so there was Lini, and there was. Let there be light, and there was light. So was is in Hebrew, it's via he or. Yehi is it has happened, or yeah, and it was. So it could be either it became or it was, Yerav. Astvat Tesav, okay, we already had also he saw that the light was good. We already had the word saw. Somewhere here. Tesel, chi tesel, not seen, that we have not seen someone's glory. Chi tesel. No one has seen. Tesel, and here we have Tesav. So Yerav is it became, or yeah, I think I'm going to go with it became, or it, or I don't know, maybe Luis, could that be feminine? Maybe it's she became, who knows? She, possibly feminine. Lux sounds, I think it might be feminine in some Proto-Indo-European or something. I don't know, but yeah. But we had Tesel and Tesav. So saw is Tesav. Tesel was not seen. Maybe that's past tense though. So although this is past tense as well, I think Tesel might mean something about plural, maybe Tesav. So let's just write down Tesel is plural. Maybe. Ja was twats mimiantic bajanec Luisen u Havar. Ja was twats mimiantic. So did he separate? God saw the light. So God separated the light from the darkness. Mimiantic. Well, I'm not going to write it down. I'm happy to forget that word. Bajanec Luis u Havar. Bajanec, maybe it's something like between light and darkness. Astwas Luisen anvanet cerek isk Havare gisher. The light, God called the light day, and the darkness called night. And now I want to know how day and night are. So we have Isher, Gisher, and we have Cherek. And there was evening and there was morning, making the first day. So we have both night, day, night, evening, and morning. So let's figure it out. So Cherek is day. Let's do morning maybe before that. Write down morning is evening. So Yerav became evening and became morning. Aravot is morning. Tzerek is day. Then we have evening. Yereko. And then we have night is Isher. It seems like none of these are Indo-European, or at least I don't see any connection. Maybe this evening sounds a bit like in Hebrew. In Hebrew, evening is Erev. So here we have Ereko. Yeah, I don't know. Based on the first three letters, kind of, sort of match. But apart from that, no, nothing of that. And by the way, Hebrew is not Indo-European. So, yeah, although there might have been some interaction. Astas Luisen Anaves Cherek, okay. Anvanet. Is that called? Anvanet. So something about Anuna, the name. Anun was name, right? We had name, Anuna. So this must be Anvanet. Yeah. He called. Yeah, something connected there. Is Havar Gisher? Okay. Then we have let there be an expanse. Okay, well that word expanse is difficult to translate. It's from what I remember, it might even be a hapax legomenon.
Hapax legomenon.
Or something like that, that it just appears only here in the in this text, only in this place in the language, so we don't really know exactly. Some people translated this as firmamentum. Ceri midjev tor hastatutiun lini. Midjev hastatutiun lini. Jev tor gerer. What is that gerer? Bajanven gererit. Ah, so these are water from waters. Okay, so gerere and gererit. I think this might be from. Oh, that would make sense. Remember, like, when we read genealogies, there was something like Abrahamites, so which meant from Abraham. Like, yeah. Abrahamites, there was plenty of that it at the very end. And it might be that it means actually from gererit. So we have gereri, gereri, or gerere, gerere, that's just water. And then when it's eats is from. So eats, the ending eats is from. If I'd pes jechав. And it was so. I'd pes. Okay. We already had inch pes as ein pes, so ice pes, and we now have I'd pes. Okay. that is interesting. There is some kind of a list of okay. Inch pes, ice pes, ein pes, and I'd pes. I wonder what these are. And maybe there is a longer list, but it was so. Yeah, okay, but it matches that it was so. Something about so. Here, Jireri good, cold expand sky. And Vanets Jerginka. Okay, sky. And Vanets is again a cold. As tvat the sav vor love. Yeah. Ah, love. It was good. That good it was. Love vor love love. Okay, that is good. That is important. Love means good. Love is good. Good. I wonder how is very good then. Okay, let's just skip to the end, and God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. Right, so in verse 31, Astwas the Sav vor ein Amen inch sterzel shat lav en. Shat lav en. Is that shot? Is that... I'm going to guess that... Right, I think it was very good that all things, maybe that means that this is plural. N is plural. Was just... When it was here, love I think that means in singular that it was good. And maybe that is something like they were good. All things were good. Love N. So I'm going to guess that this is not something to be very good. This is about being very shut. Okay, there should be some way of verifying if that's very. Where else do we have something very, very big? Where was very big? Very great. Oh yeah, okay. I remember. It's an obscure place, but I'll find it. It's a bit random, but Psalm 92 should have a "Your thoughts are very deep." To the accompaniment, yeah. For you have made me happy by your work. I will sing for joy because of what you have done. How great are your works, O Lord? Your plans are very intricate. Or yeah, your thoughts are very deep, I think. Yeah, very deep are your thoughts. Right. Okay, that's a bit random, but let's go. Oh, wait. Which one is the psalm? Okay, something that has 150 chapters, so 36 probably not. Is that Job? That's Job, and these would be psalms. Okay, cool. That's Job because it has only 3 letters, so I assume that is Job. Chapter 92, Psalm 92, verse... Ooh, unless... Okay, first verse... Oh, no, I think they've managed to... Okay, verse... 5. Oops. Okay, this is not the same one. Alright, different numeration then. I think I should be now then looking at the not chapter 92, but... Ooh, 91? Does it have the same amount of verses? 15? Yeah, okay, cool. Urachatsrir ins ter ko ararancerov fpitic sam ko zrki. It doesn't sound like it has. Okay, they did not put in very. Somewhere else where it's very. Okay, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt. I'm going on a tangent, but it's an interesting tangent. It's important to know how are things gradation, how it works. Moses Egyptanri Harvanin Rabolor Aradz U Johovrdi Achkin Shat. Okay, there is a word shat. Is that an accident? Okay, let's see if we have very old. Oh, that's a good word. Very old, right? That must be. How can you write very old with a separate word? Well, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised if it appears somewhere, but come on, that's a good guess. That's a good guess. Joshua. Joshua 13. 13 verse 1. You are very old and a great deal of land remains to be conquered. Oh, that could also be. And there is a lot of land, right? There's very much land to conquer. Still left. Hesun. Zeracel REF Tarik. Tern Asad. Hesuin. Dut Zeracel. SF Orert. Oh, no, there is shot. There is shot. I think it's this shot is about that there is a great deal of land, that there is a lot of land. Yeah, Erkner, right? So that's land. Shot Erkner. But that's not, one thing worked. Yeah. All right. I'm happy with it. I found 3 places where the word shot appears, and it all makes sense that it is corresponding to something that is very big, very great, strong maybe. How about since we are in Joshua, could we just check maybe strong? Strong. Joshua 1. Be strong and courageous. Zoratzir Yev Ariatzir. Zoratzir is strong, something about, or strengthen yourself. Yeah, so that's okay. It finishes with an ir. There was also forgive, nerir, right? You forgive. Nerir, forgive, right? So that's a verb, and that's ir is a verb of a second person. You do something. It's like second person imperative. Zoratzir. Okay, so that is strengthen. Strengthen yourself, and ariatir, and become courageous. Encourage yourself. I don't know, ariatir. All right, let's go back to John.